Hi my beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Pauline here, hoping that you're all doing fine. On my side, I am fantastic and I thank God for everything. Welcome to today's video. Thank you for stopping by and thank you for clicking it. In today's video, guys, I will be answering questions, or rather I will be answering questions with some requests that were made by a few of you, and I really hope that you guys will be with me from the beginning to the end of the video so that we can know what was the questions and what answers we can give them. And as usual, guys, if you can be able to help a sister, kindly do not forget to drop a comment down below, because I know it will help someone and they will feel at ease, at least knowing what they can do about their problems. If it's your first time to come across this channel, you're so much welcome. My name is Pauline and this channel's name is Paulie J. You're so much welcome to the family, and if you're my returning subscriber, I love you and may God bless you. Guys, without further ado, let's go straight to the video. And guys, going to the first question, this lady was saying, hi, I'll be joining you soon in Gulf. You're so much welcome. And then she went ahead and said, which is the best job between taking care of kids and doing other house chores? When I come, can I choose? Like, can she choose between taking care of kids or maybe doing other house chores? Now, the first thing I would like to tell you is, when you come here, do not have any expectations like you'll be taking care of kids or maybe you will doing house chores, because you might come and you might end up doing both jobs. Like, you might end up taking care of kids if there are kids in the house and maybe doing the house chores. So what I would like to tell you, do not expect maybe you will do one job, because maybe you might be alone in that house. If you are too well and good, but you are not there to decide for what you will do, but your employer will tell you what you will be doing. I hope that will help you, because once you put it in your mind, like, I will be going and I will take care of kids or maybe I will do the house chores, and then it does not happen, you will feel bad, of course, and you will not do your job the way you're supposed to do it, because you were expecting something different. But if you come here, you just like, okay, I'm going there to do work, whichever job will come my way, I will do it. As long as it's a legit job, it's something that other people are doing, you're good to go. So do not expect maybe, or do not put it in your mind, maybe you will be coming to do a certain job. Again, every job has ups and downs. Everything, we all have those ups and downs in every section that we do. So maybe if you will be taking care of kids, you have to remember that taking care of kids is not easy. Also, when that kid is not sleeping, that kid is not asleep, you should stay awake until that kid sleeps. Also, other kids, they are so, what do I say, and here you cannot beat kids, you cannot control them, they are there to control you. So those are the things that you should put in mind. And again, when we come to the other section, maybe you'll be cooking, you'll be taking care of the house, you'll be cleaning. There are also those ups and downs, but we all face them to be perfect. No one is perfect and nothing is so smooth. So that is life. And for me, the only answer I can give you is, just come when you're ready to work, or while you're ready to work any job. Anything that will come your way, just be willing to do it, because if you put it again in your mind that you will be coming to do a certain job, you might be disappointed. If by any chance you have any other thing, anything else that you would like to add on what I have said to help a sister, kindly do not forget to drop a comment down below. Let's go to the next question. And guys, going to the second question this lady was asking, and she said, my ID is expired and I am supposed to go home in 2 months time. Is there any problem? Her ID is now expired and in 2 months time she's supposed to go home. Is there any problem? For me, and what I know I can tell you is, maybe your ID, when it's expired, there's no problem, because you are about to exit, and when you're exiting, no one needs your ID, but your passport is needed. Only your traveling documents will be needed for you to exit. So if the case was maybe your passport is expired, that is when you should be worried, because you cannot travel without your passport. If your passport is expired, you cannot go anywhere. But if it's your ID and it's for here, you're good to go. you're good to go. I don't think like there's a problem, but if there's anyone else who knows maybe how to go about it, if there's a problem, kindly you can drop it, because we still have time for her. She can know what to do next. And also I'd like to add this on those people who are about to travel. Make sure you check your passport. Maybe it's about to expire, maybe it's almost expiring and you do not know. If it is about to expire, I think you can renew it while you're here. And it's always good to tell your bosses very early, instead of sitting down, relaxing, and telling them the last minute. So if you know your passport is about to expire, just make sure that you tell them early as possible, to avoid those rush hours and the last minute works, because we don't want to miss home, right? Yeah, so for you, I can tell your ID there's no problem, unless if it was your passport, that is when you should be worried. Let's go to the third question. And again, guys, to go into the third question, a lady was saying, hi, hello, and she said, my contract is done and I will be going home very soon. I have 3 suitcases all full. Will I be charged at the airport? She has 3 suitcases all full, and she's asking if she will be charged at the airport. First of all, I don't know the size of your suitcase. We don't know the weight. But if you really want to know, you have to check on your ticket. Or maybe if before you do, when they are doing the booking for you, just tell them to check the weight that is allowed in the flight, so that you will know if they allow like 40 kgs, I am supposed to have this amount to pay for the extra bags. Or maybe you weigh your bags and see how many kgs are your bags, okay? Because in the flight you're only allowed to have hand luggage, which you will put it inside the cabin. And also you should also have a luggage, which I don't know how many kgs will be accepted in the flight that you will use, but others they only accept like 20 kgs, others accept 40 kgs. It will also depend with the flight or the airline that you're going to use. So it will be much better if you talk to your employer and know which airline they're using and what kgs are accepted. Next to the other question, guys, there's a lady who is complaining here, and she says, I have a colleague who keeps on shouting at me for no reason and I don't like it. I feel like quitting my job. What do you think I should do? I will repeat it again. I have a colleague who keeps on shouting at me for no reason and I do not like it. I feel like quitting my job. What do you think I should do? And what I think you should do is talk to your employer. Talk to your employer, explain what has been going on, what you feel, and your employer is the perfect person who maybe help you, because I've been also in the same shoe and I know how it really feels. And sometimes you just feel like you just want to quit, but remember, quitting is not an option. Quitting is not something you should consider, because I know when you came here you had plans, that you wanted to accomplish, and if maybe you just try to quit now, you have not hit that target that you wanted to achieve. So the only thing is just talk to your employer or sit down with your colleague, tell her that you do not like what she's doing to you. Sometimes just be hard. If you're too soft on her, maybe she'll continue doing that. But if you be hard and talk to your employer, maybe things will change. But I just wish you all the best. I know it's not easy. It must be hard for you. Take it easy. Everything will be fine. Pray to God and all things will be good. Otherwise, I wish you luck. Next to our question, guys, and she says, I have been sending money every month back home, and I think at some point it's draining me because I don't get enough money to save. Do you think it's good for me to send it monthly, or what should I do? About this, I think it's a bit tricky for me to advise you, because maybe you have kids, maybe you're educating someone, or maybe you're paying school fees for your kids, you're sending upkeep for your kids, and at some point it's so hard for you to say maybe you'll not send money monthly. And right now, as you know, the economy is very bad, everyone is broke, and you're saying that maybe you will not send your money monthly. It might end up hurting your kids, because you still want to take care of your kids. The only thing I can tell you is sit down, do the calculations of what amount you earn every month, what amount you want to save, take it away, what amount you want to send for your kids upkeep, keep it out, what like do what should I say, take your money, for example, do a calculation. This is what I earn, this is what I will be sending home, this is what I will save, this is what I will do for this, and then after that you will know what amount you will be having. Okay, because I might tell you do not send money monthly, yet you have some things or you have some people who you should be taking care of, and it will be so bad for me to give you a wrong advice. So what I can tell you, just sit down, relax. That is what I normally tell people, relax, yeah, and try to figure out what do you do, what, like your monthly bills. Just make sure you do that. But when you do all that, do not forget to save. Do not forget to save. No matter how much you send back home, it will never be enough, but whatever you save will help you in future. So bear that in mind, and everything will be okay. Otherwise, I just wish you all the best, and if in case you have another question, do not forget to hit my inbox and I'll be here to answer it. Guys, as we are here trying to help our sisters, if you have something that you can drop as well to help someone, kindly do not forget, just be kind enough, help a sister, and I am glad that they will be helped and they will be very happy. And do not forget, maybe just one person asked the same question, or maybe one person asked a question, but I am so sure that your questions or maybe your comments and your answers will get to help many people, because we are all here, and sometimes you'll find maybe someone is going through a problem or maybe through a similar problem to the other. So if you get that time to get an answer for someone, you'll be helping very many people, and I'll be very, very glad that we'll be trying to help as much as we can. So guys, do not forget to drop your comments, and also if you are watching and you've not yet subscribed to this channel, you're missing a big time. So kindly please support your girl, subscribe to my YouTube channel, give this video a thumbs up, and most importantly, do not forget to hit that post notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload another video. And without talking much, guys, let's go straight to the next question. And guys, without wasting time, and I will go to the next question, which this lady was saying, my employer's brother wanted to have a relationship with me, and I said no. I have kept it a secret, but I feel so uncomfortable whenever I see him. Should I continue working here or should I quit? I will repeat it again. And she said, my employer's brother wanted to have a relationship with me, and I said no. I have kept it as a secret, but I feel so uncomfortable whenever I see him. Should I continue working here or not? One thing, I don't think like you should quit your job because of him, unless if you have something going on and you're not telling us. Again, these are some challenges that people go through, but if you said no, let your no be no, let your yes be a yes. If it's no, I don't know why you feel so uncomfortable. If he just came and told you, I want us to be this, and you said no, stand to what you said, do what brought you here, and the rest let it stay. Because okay, you will say you will quit your job because maybe you said no and you feel so uncomfortable seeing him there. You do not live in one house, because I went further to talk to her and she said they do not stay in one house, but he only comes once in a while. So I don't know why you feel so uncomfortable walking around, unless if you have maybe feelings for him or you want something more. But let me tell you, these things, or maybe some of the things that you go through, are the things that are making ladies suffer nowadays. And maybe you'll hear maybe someone has gone through this, or someone has been deported, or someone has been, something bad has happened to this particular person. Most of the cases we find maybe these are some of the reasons that goes on. When you came from where you came to work here, you knew very well, I'll be working for 2 good years, no husband, no boyfriends here, it's only you and work. It's all about sacrifice. You are sacrificing this, you're sacrificing your happiness to be here, at least for you to do something that will get to help you in future. And that also includes men. If you come here, it's a no-go zone for men. So if you said no, let your no be no, and stand by what you said. Do not feel guilty, do not feel very bad. Make sure you do your job perfectly and let the rest remain just like that. If he wants to marry, he should go ahead and marry someone else, but not you. But when you say yes and maybe you agree, just be sure maybe something might happen, and that is not something that you want. So I am just telling you this because I know maybe you might want to change your mind, or maybe someone could tell you to change your mind, but do not listen to anyone. Again, I will repeat on this: let your no be no, and let your yes be yes. So if you said no, let it be no. And also remember the consequences that can come when you say yes, or maybe when you fall into that temptation. Do not forget, you are far from your home, you are far from your family, and what brought you here is more important than what is just coming, because this is just last. This is just for minutes or maybe for days, and then it will be done, and you might end up being hurt, you might end up being broken, and we don't want that. So do your work. Better days are coming. I hope it helps you. And also again, if you would like to help this sister, kindly do not forget to drop a comment below, and she will be so happy to read it. Hey, and guys, we're still continuing, and I hope that you're loving this video because I am in love with it. And going next to our question, this lady was saying, my friend ran away years ago and she couldn't go back home because of a passport. She went to the cops to report herself that she wanted to be deported, but they told her to go back. They are looking for only people who doesn't want to go back home. So what could my friend do? What can she do? I think I heard of something like this. There's a friend who was also explaining, and she was like, she ran away, she don't have a passport, and she wanted to go back home. So what she did, she and her friends, they went to the police and they said, we ran away a few years ago and we want to go back home. And guess what they were told? They were told like, okay, we can only take home those who do not want to go home. Like someone who doesn't want to go home, that is the only person we can take back home. But those who want to be taken home, those are the people we are giving chances for them to work, so you can go back work, and when you're ready to go home, you'll pay your own tickets. Now, if this is a case, I can tell her maybe to wait. Sometimes they announce amnesty or amnesty, I'm not so sure, but something of that sort. They always announce, maybe I don't know, yearly or after how long, but tell her to keep on listening or to keep on following up on when they will announce it, because when they announce it, she will get a chance to register herself and she will be taken home without paying anything. I think now that is the only thing that she can do. Or maybe she can work, if she has money, go to the embassy and should be written like an emergency letter or something, which she can use to be going home like without passport. That is another option. And again, I think maybe if she cannot go to the embassy, she can maybe go to the police station, tell them what has happened. She has money to pay for a ticket and she does not have a passport. So in that case, maybe they will call the employer. But if it was long ago, maybe a passport has already been returned to the embassy, and maybe this embassy here, they send a passport back home. So that is the only way she can go home. Number one, to wait for the amnesty to be announced for her to go home, or number two, for her to pay her own ticket, and maybe she will be written a document which will help her get home. Then she will go to look for a passport in the embassy back in Kenya. I think that will help her. But for the meantime, as she is waiting for all that to happen, just tell her to work hard, at least to take this opportunity. If she has a job, or maybe if she has something to do to earn money, at least let her just take advantage of it as she wait for the amnesty, or if she's also waiting to book her own ticket, and she will be allowed to go home. I think on that case where they says no is when someone just goes and says, I want to go back home, and maybe you don't have anything, like you don't have anything to pay for yourself. That is when maybe they tell you to stay. I'm not so sure, but I'm so sure that will help her. Otherwise, good luck. And guys, next to our question, this lady says, I have a YouTube channel, though it's still small, and every time my subscription count keeps on going down. I have put a lot of effort but not working. What could be the problem? What could be the problem? Okay, I'll just answer you from experience, because also mine is still growing, and we also learn as we go. So the first reason that could make you lose subscription is maybe someone will just come and subscribe immediately without watching your video. If they watch your video and then subscribe, that subscription will be permanent. But if someone just comes, sees your account and subscribe immediately, YouTube normally pull that subscription down, because I don't know how, okay, but depending or according to the policies of YouTube, you should at least watch it 2 to 3 minutes, then you subscribe to someone's account. So if you're watching and you really want to support someone, just make sure that you will watch few minutes before you do the subscription, and that way it will be permanent. So this could be your case. And also another case is whereby maybe someone subscribe to your channel with a fake account, or maybe robots, sometimes the robotic subscription, and when YouTube gets to know, because they always run your account like 24 hours, when they see that, they always drop them. So just check on the two. Maybe you do a short video, do an intro, or maybe talk to your people, put a video on your channel, tell them, if maybe someone comes to subscribe, let that person at least watch 1 or 2 minutes before subscribing to your channel, and maybe you will see a change. Otherwise, I just wish you all the luck. Do not give up, because it's a journey, but yeah, we will get to see our fruits one day. And our next question, guys, this girl was saying, I am unwell for 2 weeks and still working. My employer is not aware, because I am afraid of telling them. Please advise me. She has been sick, or she has been unwell for 2 good weeks. She's still working, but she's afraid to tell her employer. Girl, I don't know why you're afraid. If you're sick, you're sick. Love yourself. If you're sick, you're sick. Just make sure that you tell them, this is what is happening. I am not okay, and I just need to see a doctor, or maybe you did some medication for you to feel better. If you keep on hiding it, then you will suffer, because they do not know, and you cannot blame them and say, maybe I told them and they did not do anything. You are sick and you're still working. So just make sure that you tell them what is going on, and maybe they will be able to help you. Now that is when, maybe when you tell them, they will work on that. Maybe they will give you pills, or maybe you'll be taken to hospital. It all depends with what family you're working for. So if it's nothing serious, maybe they will give you medication, or maybe they will go buy for you and bring it. But if it's something serious, you'll be taken to the hospital. So do not sit down and be quiet, because you will suffer yourself. Love yourself, girl. Do not fear. We are all here to help each other. As long as you've opened up everything, everyone can be able to help. But when you're quiet, no one will know what you're going through. And sometimes, by keeping quiet, we always end up being blamed for something that we were not supposed to be blamed for. You know, if you're not able to finish your job in time, if you're not be able to do something that you were supposed to do, and maybe you're quiet, you did not tell them that you're feeling unwell, they will blame you. They will say that like you're lazy, like you do not want to work, or maybe you'll be accused of something that you're not supposed to be accused of. So for me, I'll just tell you, speak out, and you'll be helped. Good luck and quick recovery. And to close with, guys, our last and very last question. This lady was saying, hi, I am an house manager. Can I go for vacation after 1 year? She's a house manager, and she's asking if she can go for vacation after 1 year. Whew. The only thing I know, contracts are only 2 good years. After 2 years, that is when you can go for vacation. But again, I always say, I think it depends with your employer. Maybe your employer could say yes for you to go home and come back, or maybe your employer could say no. So it's always good to try your luck, but at least you know you're supposed to work for 2 years. Yeah, you're aware. It's not like something that you do not know. So if you're aware, unless maybe you have an emergency, or maybe you have a good reason that will make you go back home and then come back, I don't know. I've never tried. I've never heard of someone who tried it, but I have heard of some people who were given vacation after 1 year and they came back. So it all depends with which family you're working for, or who you're working for. So girl, just wish you all the luck. If they say yes, all the best. If they say no, do not feel bad, because the contract is indicated like you are supposed to work for 2 good years. So I just wish you all the best, and may God bless you. Guys, I am so happy to come to an end of these questions. I hope that I have tried to answer them like how I could possibly have, and I just hope that you have learned something, or maybe you have been helped wherever you had a question. Again, if you are watching this and you have heard of a question that maybe you have an answer to, please do not sit down with your question, with your answer. Just make sure that you drop that comment here. It will get to help someone. I really am amazed and happy that I have been able to help a sister out there. So if in case you have more questions, kindly keep them coming. My social media handles are always on my description box, and also you can as well comment down in the comment section. Do not fear, do not feel afraid. We are always here as a family to help each other, and it's always my joy that I am able to do it. So guys, we thank God for this far, and still we keep on thanking God for where we are going. Until this point, this is where I will wrap this video. I hope that you have loved and enjoyed it. Kindly do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, do not forget to comment down in the comment section, share it if you can, and also put your post notification bell on so that you'll be notified whenever I upload another video. Until next time guys, I hope to see you in the next video. Stay blessed and may God bless you. I love you so much, and